You're listening to the Law of Attraction Radio Network.
Are you tired of the I can't mindset? The I'm not good enough mindset? Do you feel like your negative thoughts control your life? Well, you came to the right place, because in the next 30 minutes, you will learn how to break free from the limiting mindset of anxiety, fear, victimization, depression, trauma, and self-hatred by reprogramming your subconscious mind. It's time to master your mind with Dr. Erika.
Hello, good people, and welcome to Master Your Mind with Dr. Erika. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is a good day. Wherever you are, if you're here with me and you're not driving a car or operating machinery, just stop with me and let's just take a deep breath. Breathing in that beautiful, pure, crisp, purifying love light, divine love energy, and exhaling any stress, tension, worry, toxins, negative energy. Just breathe it out. One more time, breathe in, filling up your diaphragm, your upper chest, your chest. Just hold it and breathe out, releasing all of the negative energy, the worry, the stress, and the toxins. And just breathing is so fundamental. It really is a reminder that we have a love, life, source energy breathing us, living within us, so that we can continue on our life's journey to reach that place of expansion, of transformation, of just abundance that we were created to live. And so, no matter where you are on your life's journey, no matter what you've been through, no matter how much you might believe that you're not good enough, worthy, or deserving, the simple fact that you are breathing means that you are more than enough, means that you have everything that you need within you to complete whatever your purpose is. And again, all of our purpose is in sharing love in only the unique way that each and every one of us knows how to do, because we're all born with special gifts and talents that we will share, right, with the world and really contribute to making this world a better place. And so I just want to again thank you for being with me here today. If you have not signed up for my signed up for my, not, it's not a newsletter, but what it does is allows me to update you on different master classes that I'm doing, on different programs, meditations, anything that I have going on that I want to share with you. It's my way of communicating with you. And speaking of master classes, I am doing a 1 hour Ask Me Anything class. Okay. And it will be Thursday, June 22nd from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it really is an open discussion of any question that you might want to ask me. And, if you don't know who I am Dr. Erika Montgomery. I am a clinical psychologist. I have been practicing mental health for 25 years, and I am also a master mindset coach. I love providing mental and emotional support. I love coaching individuals and families and couples on their journey, right? And helping them transform themselves so that they get to a place of mental wellness and they know how to maintain their mental health and their emotional health. And so I also am a owner of a micro dispensary online through a company called Akana, and we advocate for the daily use of CBD. We also have a flat belly lifestyle challenge that is about detoxing your body through juicing natural fruits and vegetables and beginning to heal your body and allow your body to reverse different physical conditions that again are in that deterioration process. But when you detox, when you cleanse your intestine and you begin to eat foods that metabolize well with your body according to your blood type, you will not only lose waste, shed the waste, right? Eliminate the waste from your body, but a secondary gain is shedding the physical weight, the toxins, and the emotional weight that you might be holding on to. I have done this detox. I am starting it up again, and I'm a daily user of CBD. And I cannot advocate enough on the benefits of CBD, particularly if you are dealing with anxiety, if you're stressed, if you're having a difficult time sleeping, if you're dealing with a hormonal change. As women, we go through the hormonal changes throughout the course of our development and our changes in our body. And so I just want to offer you a natural, organic, USDA certified, uh, really, it's an ancient science, this plant-based hemp and CBD oil um, to help you manage and support those symptoms of, again, anxiety and stress and loss of focus and sleep and so forth. Um, I also am an author, a self-published author of the book Mindset Hacks: 9 Simple Habits to Master Your Mind and Eliminate Stress, Anxiety, and Depression. And that's what my talk is going to be on today, because I really had in mind wanting to create a self help book that really guides you through simple daily habits, daily practices that if you become consistent with doing and practicing, it will not only change your mindset, but it will also eliminate the stress, the symptoms of anxiety, the symptoms of depression, because you will be stepping into a new version of yourself. And so I wanted to share these 9 simple habits with you today. And if you haven't, get my book it's on Amazon, but if you go to my website, healthyminds.expert, healthy minds, mids.expert, you will not only learn more about me and the work that I do, you will learn about the services that I provide, both therapy and coaching. You will learn about my speaking, right, that I do. RTT, I am a RTT practitioner in rapid transformational therapy, which is RTT short, is a hypnotherapy that is combined with CBT and NLP and also just hypnotherapy, so you can choose one issue that you want to resolve, and we will walk you through the process in 1 to 2 sessions. and you are left with an audio recording that you play every day for 21 days, and it will simply transform this one issue. And it is an amazing, effective, proven strategy developed by Marissa Peer, who is one of, or if not the top uh, therapist in the UK. And so, again, any of these modes of change and transformation are simply amazing. And so reach out to me if you are ready to coach, if you are ready to make changes in your life, and you are ready to transform yourself and really step into that best version of yourself, that new version of yourself. Reach out. Again, my website has that information. It also has a tab for CBD. So you can connect and purchase the CBD. You can learn more about the flat belly lifestyle. There is a tab also for the articles that I write in a monthly online magazine called Fat Lifestyle Magazine. Again, there's so much wealth of information. Go to my website, sign up, healthyminds.expert. So without further ado, I'm going to get into my book. Oh, you can also purchase my book. There is a link for my book on my website, healthyminds.expert, that will link you to Amazon so that you can get my book. And again, it is called Mindset Hacks. Why? Because if you practice these simple daily habits, it will shift your mindset and it will begin to eliminate those symptoms of stress, anxiety, and depression. All right. So we're going to go through them. And I'm just going through them briefly. Again, the book is there. You can purchase it. But I just really wanted to give you an overview because what I did was I compiled all of my 25 years of experience and the different strategies that I have utilized with my clients. These were the ones that were most effective consistently across individuals. And it was also the themes that kept emerging. Right? There are a lot of similar themes when you've worked with people for 25 years that emerge. And so these were the strategies that I have found in my practice of 25 years are most effective. And again, these practices are every single day. It's a daily journal. And so what I have in the book is I have the mindset hack and then I give you the daily practice. So you know what the hack is, and then you know what you need to do on a daily basis to begin to transform your mindset. All right. So the first mindset hack is make a decision. And the reason why making a decision is so important is because when you decide that you want to change, when you decide that you are ready to change and do something different, you want to create different patterns, you want to be a different person, you want to change your beliefs, it always stops with making a decision. Because you see, your mind does what it thinks you want it to do. And so you want to give it a clear message, a clear, definitive decision that I want to change, right? And the truth is, we change our beliefs, and then our beliefs change us. So, what you're doing is making a decision to change what you believe because you are not who you think you are. A lot of who we think we are has been programmed from the time we were little. From the time we were born, we've been fed messages and we've learned who this identity is through other people. It hasn't been a conscious decision. And so the first hack is making a decision. And that is simply saying, I am ready to change. I am ready to take control of what I think, how I feel, and how I act. And so when you make that declarative statement out loud to yourself, then you also have to keep in mind who you want to become. Who is this new identity, right? And so that's the practice. That's the daily practice. It is really a self-reflection of who are you, right? Do you like who you are? Do you tell yourself lies that contribute to self-doubt? Are you ready to change? And what are you ready to change about yourself? You know, what mantras do you want to live by? What beliefs do you want to hold? Who do you want to become? Or how do you want to experience yourself different? What is the highest image or idea of yourself? So again, it's really a self-reflection of who you want to be and how. Who do you want to become? Okay. And what you don't like. What are you wanting to change? All right. The second mindset hack is breathing. I always start my show off by taking a deep breath because most of us aren't conscientious about deep breathing. We have very short, shallow breathing, and it's just not enough oxygen, you know. And when we breathe, it is a reminder that there is a living life force energy that loves us unconditionally. So we are never alone, no matter how alone or lonely you might believe that you are. As long as you are breathing, there is a loving, living life force energy within you that loves you unconditionally, that loves you beyond uh, imagination, right? And so, what I talk about is just how important breathing is. Breathing is your body's natural relaxation mechanism. Breathing allows your parasympathetic system to come back into balance, to put your body back into balance, to create that inner peace. It allows you to go within, to really focus on your heart, your center, right? That place that is really the most magnetic space of your entire body. And you're taking three deep breaths first thing in the morning, holding, releasing, and then you're also taking deep breaths in the evening. Again, breathing centers you. Okay. And so for the daily practice, I give you three relaxation breathing techniques, and you can do any of those techniques. But again, I encourage you at least 3 times a day. You could do it in the morning, you can do it in the afternoon, you can do it at night, to just be mindful of your breathing and just breathe. Okay, that helps you center, that helps you calm, refocus back inward, right? As opposed to external. And then it also allows the oxygen into your body, your bloodstream, again, just keeping you alive and well. The third mindset hack. The third mindset hack is tapping into the power within. And so many of us, whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God, at the end of the day, you were created with intention, with purpose. You were created by this infinite life force that is also your inner guidance system. And this inner guidance system was designed to guide you along your life's journey. Because you see, as human beings, as spiritual beings, having a human experience, we go through stages of development. Along the course of our human journey, we are going to change. We are going to have different challenges. We are going to experience trauma and heartache. We are going to um, face different times of our lives where we need to remember that we are not in this alone, that we have an inner guidance system that loves us infinitely, that knows that we are abundant, knows that we are successful, knows that we are more than enough. But sometimes along this human journey, our ego gets in the way, the messages from society get in the way, we start comparing ourselves. So, all of these different learnings, right? We learn from this journey. And sometimes these learnings create limitations. And so, if we want to become more intentional, if we want to live through our purpose, then it is so important that we tap back into this power within us that helps us to guide. And one of the things that it's so important is to really understand that if something doesn't feel right, if you feel this gut instinct that just doesn't feel right, that just tells you no, walk away, don't do it, you want to follow it because that is your internal guidance system telling you that situation, that person, that circumstance is not for you. And oftentimes, when we're making decisions, we're wondering, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I know if it's right for me or if it's not right for me? And one of the most important things that you can do is tap into that internal guidance system within and ask yourself, does this feel right for me? Does it feel good? Does it cause a relief, a sense of relief and openness? Does it cause a sense of peace and calmness, sense of love? Or does it cause a constriction? Does it cause a tense response? Does it cause a worry or stress feeling in our bodies? And so, again, it's really tapping into the power within, is really about going within and paying attention to not your mind, but your body and your heart. How does your heart feel? How does your body feel? And one of the daily practices that I give you for the tapping within is the tapping, right? Is EFT, the Emotional Freedom Technique, right? Founded by Gary Craig. And I go through the different tapping points, those different points of meridian or alignment, and go through the different tapping mechanisms. And so, again, it's about you coming back to that power within, and it's about you tapping into that internal light life source. Okay, to bring you back into balance, to bring you back into the peace within, and to help you understand that your decisions are guided from your internal power within. When it's peace, when it's open, when it's receptive and receiving, that's a yes. When it's tense and constricted and stressful, that's a no. It's not in alignment. All right. I'm going to move on to the next mindset hack. The number 4 is change your words. And the thing about words is we speak words every single day, and words carry energy. Words are energy, and energy is creative. And so when you want to become aware of your program, when you want to become aware of your limiting beliefs, when you want to become aware of what it is that you're manifesting, you need to become aware of the words that you speak every single day. Okay. And so The daily practice for that, of course, is affirmations. And affirmations are always written in the present tense, the right now, because there is no time concept for our subconscious mind. For this consciousness, there exists no other time but the present. That is the now moment. And when you're declaring what you want, when you're declaring over your life how you want to feel, what you want to have, what you want to do, what you want to be, make sure you're tapping in to the emotion of it and how it makes you feel to already have it. So it's really affirming by declaring, right? You're declaring over your life what you want, how you want to feel, and you're also tapping in to the feeling of already being it and already having it. All right? The next mindset hack is forgive yourself for past mistakes. So many of us live in the past. We live in the past and we only focus on the mistakes we've made, the hurts we've caused, the regret, the guilt, the shame, the anger. And as long as we're focused on the past, then the only thing that we can create or recreate is the same experience. Because remember, you create through your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, and your actions. So if all of those are focused on the past, are focused on the mistakes, are focused on things that have happened in the traumas in the past, then you are not moving forward into a new experience of yourself. You're simply reliving and rehashing the old experience. And that's not healthy for anyone. So the daily practice is forgiveness. And I give you a little dialogue that you say out loud to begin to forgive yourself. It's about forgiving yourself first, accepting that you did the best you could with what you knew at that time and place and space, and that by letting go and forgiving, you move away from the past and, perpetuating the past experience to creating a new future self, creating a new experience for yourself. All right. Mindset hack 6, focus on gratitude. And I cannot say it enough. Gratitude is the energy frequency of abundance because you're not focusing on what you don't have. You're not focusing on lack. You are focusing with what you do have. You are focusing on what is good for you right now at this point in time. And so many of us either look back into the past and feel depressed and sad, or we look into the future and oftentimes feel anxious. So if you can just bring yourself into the present moment of now, because remember, that is the only time that we really have is the now moment, right? And we focus on what we can feel thankful for now. It instantaneously shifts our vibration to a higher frequency and it calls forth more abundance into your life. All right. And the daily practice for gratitude is just listing 3 things in the morning that you're grateful for, and then 3 things at night that you are grateful for about your day. So, 3 things in the morning that you're grateful for, and then at night, what are 3 things about your day that you can feel grateful for? Mindset hack number 7, create a vision. Again, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know what that goal is and that end result is, then how can you create it? How can you manifest it? We need the details. We need to know what it looks like, it feels like, it tastes like, the experience of it, we need to create an image in our minds of what we want using all of our senses. And the daily practice for that is some questions that I have you ask yourself. There are 10 questions. And again, it's about thinking about yourself in a new way and really creating that new image of yourself, of what you want, of how you want to look, what you want to feel, what you want to create, what mantras, how will you talk to yourself differently? Okay. So again, there's questions that I give you to help you get more clarity on what you want. Mindset hack number 8, choose love. Your natural and authentic self is love. We were born and created in love by our Creator. Our purpose is to share love and to receive love. And so oftentimes we forget that we are love. We are here to love and we are here to share love. And the practice of for love, choosing love, is believing in yourself. And I give you a little guided meditation that will help you as far as creating that love for yourself. And then the mindset hack number 9 is stop comparing, because everyone does it. And whenever you compare yourself to someone else, it most always makes you feel worse, because we have a tendency to compare ourselves to others who we perceive are better, are smarter, are prettier, are richer, are whatever, more talented. And so the reality of the situation is that no two journeys are the same. No two journeys are alike. That means no two people are alike. So you cannot compare yourself with someone else, because no one has your life experience. No one shares your same family of origin, your culture, your language, your upbringing, your parents, your beliefs, none of that. None of that. So you are absolutely unique and no one can compare to you. And the daily practice for that is looking in the mirror and really writing down some qualities about yourself, some accomplishments, some memories, to again, to create that sense of feeling good about who you are. And the bonus mindset hack number 10 is use CBD every day. Why? Because every human has an endocannabinoid system that needs CBD. And when you take in CBD, it simply brings you back into balance, because the endocannabinoid system is responsible for homeostasis and maintaining that biochemical and physiological balance. All right. So I hope these mindset hacks were just something that you can think on. Get my book to get more information and details about it. Again, it's a really short book, self-help, easy to use. And again, those hacks are: stop believing the lies, just breathe, tapping into the power within, changing your words, forgiving yourself for past mistakes, stop comparing, creating a vision for your new self, choosing love, focusing on gratitude, and of course, the daily use of CBD. Thank you so much for joining me. Connect with me at healthyminds.expert. Love you. Take care.
Thanks for listening to Master Your Mind with Dr. Erika. We will be back next with another terrific episode that will allow you to master your mind. Please visit hemphappier.com for more information about Dr. Erika and CBD oil. See you next week.